Disclaimer. Portrayed characters in story are fictional, the idol's name and face is just used but they are not like whatever is portrayed in this FF, so don't go and hate on any idol in reality. Thank you.
Author's POV. She was feeling strange, and she quickly leave the VIP section and make it back at the bar. Zach showed up too. YN. What was that? Zach. Oh, you came back so quickly I didn't expect that. YN. He is a psycho! He smirks and then he whispered, Zach, if he lets you go this quick it means he will surely have you in his way. Be ready for what's coming up. Zach winks at her and leaves. IN. Hey, what do you mean? Answer me, goddammit. He already left. After working for some hours, it was now time for the club to close, and it was already midnight. She got a lot of money from the tips, and she also asks Zach for advance. She left the club and make her way toward the main road. She was looking for a motel to stay in, as it was nighttime. YN. I have enough money for a night's stay. She walks in an alley down the streets.
YN's POV. I was walking while looking for a motel when suddenly someone pulls me into a small corner. That person holds my waist and whispers in my ear while his hot breath trickles down my neck.
Jimin, I told you if I ever met you again I will fuck you to death, didn't I?
I suddenly break free from him while pushing him away, his back slammed into the wall behind him. Then I take a close look at him. He was all covered in blood and so was I because he touches me. I was a little afraid and stuttered while speaking YN. Why is there blood in your clothes?
Jimin, I just did what I like to do. What do we call that, hobby?
He smirks while saying that, and that sends shivers down my throat.
Jimin, you don't have any right to ask me questions,
he said with a cold gaze. He then suddenly pulls me close to him and I slam into his chest, he whispered in a low, seductive voice.
Jimin, didn't I warn you before? Looking at you right now while your chest rising up and down makes me want to do a lot of things.
I was breathing heavily. He suddenly takes out a knife from his pocket, which was covered in blood. YN, what are you doing?
Jimin, shh, if you don't want to die, be quiet. Killing you is not my intention.
I suddenly feel a soft thing on my neck. It was his lips. YN. My breath becomes heavy when I feel the sensation he is giving me. He was kissing me gently while I feel his breath on my neck. YN.
Jimin, you like it, don't you?
He said while still breathing on my neck. All of a sudden, I feel a sudden pain, as if something is piercing the back of my neck. YN, ah!
Jimin, shh, I would like to hear you scream when I'm inside you.
He was cutting the back of my neck with his knife. I tried to break free, but it was of no use. He is stronger than I am. IN, stop, you're hurting me.
Jimin, it's a pleasure to hear that from that beautiful mouth of yours.
He finally released me from his grip. I touched the back of my neck and there was blood on my hand. I was bleeding. YN, what the fuck?
Jimin, just remember that you are mine. And if I saw you with any other guy, I'll kill you first and then kill him, understand?
A drop of tears trickles down my cheeks.
Jimin, oh, why are you crying? Did I tell you to cry?
He raised his voice a little bit, then pulls me towards him and lick the tears on my cheeks.
Jimin, I wish I could lick something else.
He smirk. YN, what do you want from me? He smirks again.
Jimin, is that even a question?
He said while looking at me from head to toe. I crept out. His presence creates an unusual type of environment. He suddenly squeezes my butt. YN, let me go! I look at him with pleading eyes.
Jimin, okay, go.
I was still in pain because of the previous cut on my neck, but I ran as far as possible from him. YN, I hope I never met him again. I finally saw a motel. I check in, but I know I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight.